Good morning, ladies, to another Stretch and Flow Devotional with our Breathe, Move, and Live with Full of Hope yoga group. I will ask you to make your way to your posture that you'd like to receive the devotional in. If you'd like to be in simple seated, maybe just sitting in child's. I will begin our reading. And it is titled Rhythms of Grace. Are you tired, worn out, burnt out on religion? Jesus wants to help us. Thankfully, when we are walking in step with the Lord, He gives our hearts rest and helps us navigate all the seasons of life. He teaches us the unforced rhythms of grace. One rhythm to understand is discerning the difference between a grace change and a grace test. A grace change is that rewarding yet awkward and challenging season of change. It's that transition time between what God has me doing now, my current life schedule and rhythms, and where God is taking me next, and my new life schedule and rhythms. Sometimes a grace change is minor, and other times it's a monumental shift. A grace test is that important yet difficult maturing process of death. It's an opportunity to be humble, to die to my ambitions, my desires, and myself. When we humble ourselves and pass this test, we tap into new rhythms of grace from the Lord, and He empowers us in fresh ways. Today, if you're tired, worn out, or burnt out on religion, help is on the way. Keep company with Jesus and trust Him to help you discern whether you're in the midst of a divine grace change or an important grace test. And the prayer with this is, Father, I am tired, worn out, and burnt out on religion. I know that's not your fault, Jesus. I need you. I want to walk with you. I want to learn the unforced rhythms of your grace. I want to discern the difference between the grace changes in my life and the grace tests. You want me to pass, and I keep company with you. I ask for your renewed strength, insight, and answers. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, ladies, if you'd like to make your way up into our simple seated posture. Let's take a moment here. Come into stillness, into simple seated, and begin to shift our weight around the foundation of the earth. Notice how we can move and the earth stays stable below. For God is before all things, and in Him He holds all things together. And then as you're ready, we'll come back to the stillness of simple seated, feeling that ground stable under you. Notice the movement of breath in your body. All right, let's begin to roll our shoulders. Roll those shoulders out, bringing the shoulders up towards your earlobes and back and down and low and loose. Let's do that again. This time, hold those shoulders up for a bit. Just notice what it feels like to feel a little tension. You probably haven't felt this in a long time. No tension, right? And then what it's like to have those shoulders come down and be low and loose. All right, let's draw those hands in, heart center. Feel the connection, palm to palm. We'll let the hands fall out forward, hands flat in front, and then draw those thumbs behind. Inhale together and exhale, open. Inhale together and exhale, open. For this is the day the Lord has made. Opening up, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Inhale together, this is the day the Lord has made. Opening up, let us rejoice and be glad in it. One more time, inhale together and exhale, open. You want to let those hands fall behind your low back. Draw those hands together and your shoulder blades together. Feel your tailbone rooting for the earth, and if it feels safe for your neck and back. Raising your gaze, raising your chin, shining your heart forward. Where does our help come from? Our help comes from above, the maker of heaven and earth. We lift our eyes onto the hills. And then let's release the arms to your legs. Let your chin drop to chest. Can your shoulders be low and loose here as your chin drops towards your chest? Hebrews 4:16. Let us have confidence then and approach God's throne where there is grace. There we will receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Let's bring the chin back up on that. Roll out those shoulders. And let's move into a seated staff. Kicking out those legs if you need to, get some blood flowing. We'll draw the toes back energetically towards the body. Feel your tailbone rooting for the earth. Length and strength to your spine. And let's invite in grace for the face. Ease into the eyes and the cheeks and into the jaw. And now let's flow through our inhale, hands high. Exhale, twisting right, the arms float down. And inhale up and exhale left. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, twisting. You feel your rhythm of breath and movement. Unforced rhythm of grace. What would that feel like as we move and breathe with our body this morning? Unforced rhythms of grace. Inhaling high, twisting one side, inhaling high, twisting the other side. And here's our last inhale up. And exhale, forward fold towards those feet. And if you want to start with a generous bend to your knees, we'll go into this deep stretch slowly and intentionally this morning. Be lengthening one leg at a time. I encourage you to find a lengthened exhale. Lengthen our exhales as we lengthen the stretch. Maybe you're still at one leg at a time. Maybe it's lengthening both the legs, lengthening your back, starting at your pelvis, forward chin towards your shins. Breathing into the deepness of the stretch. Feeling that grace for your face. Ease in the face as we feel effort and create effort in the body. And now let's draw the shoulders, arms, upper body up, up, up. Shoulders come up towards those ears, and then back with hands coming behind our shoulders. And here we get to just keep feeling what it's like to open up the body in the morning. Open up through the shoulders and the heart space. Maybe palming one hand in, looking towards up and towards the opposite shoulder. Raise our heart, we raise our gaze, and we raise our praise this morning. We praise you, Father, with an upright heart. And then if you'd like to bring your heels to the edge of the mat and find a windshield wiper with your legs and your hips. Back and forth, hips and knees. Open up the body. And then we'll draw the hips on back, stretch those legs back out to a seated staff. Let's go into a spine twist, bringing the left leg over the right. Feeling that length and strength to your spine, stability in your hips. And yes, grace for your face. Ease into the eyes, cheekbones, and jaw. We'll bring the left hand behind the hip, bring the right arm to hug the knee or it comes over. Inhale and exhale into twist. Feel a rhythm to your breath, a rhythm to a letting go here, perhaps. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and power and self-control. What are we going to twist and release out with this exhale? And then facing forward again. Maybe you need to shake those legs out. Or bring the right leg over the left, drawing that knee in between the breast line. Length and strength to the spine, stable in the hips. Brace for your face. Right hand behind the right hip, left arm hugs in the ear, comes over. Inhale and exhale into spine twist. You might feel this one as you're massaging your internal organs with this twist. Or imagine you're wringing out a wash rag in your spine, releasing, letting go on the exhale. One more here. For God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. And we will look forward again. Let's flip on over to our tabletop posture, hands and knees to the ground. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a moment here because we get to pause through our practice. We get to ground. Feel that stable, firm ground under your hands, under the tops of your feet and your knees. For God has set the world, established the world firmly in place, and it cannot be moved. Feel the truth of that underneath your body this morning. And then let's let a release happen. Releasing the back and abdomen towards the ground. You can feel a release in your jaw as well. And breath moving in your body. And now we'll draw this back up to scary cat back, round that back up, tucking in your tailbone, maybe tucking your chin, seeing what it feels like to breathe in this position of little constriction here around your shoulders, chin to chest, and then pressing down into cow back, lifting your heart, lifting your chin. See what it feels like to breathe with some more openness to the body. And now find your rhythm, your flow through cat back and cow back. Rhythms of grace. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And let's press our hands forward and find that forward and back motion. All snap, crackle, and pops are welcome here. Receive that as your body saying, good morning. Thanks for moving and breathing with me this morning. Bringing the body forward, bringing the body back. And as you come forward, if you like to see what it's like to press one palm into the mat, peek over the other shoulder. Or you might feel this is pressing one hip bone into the mat, peeking over the opposite shoulder. And sitting back, if you like puppy's posture, happy puppy, the hands press forward, the elbows and the forehead meet the mat. Tailbone stays high. See if you can maybe settle into this posture as a posture of release, posture of surrender this morning, letting your heart melt right through your ribs. Matthew 11:28. Come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke and put it on and learn from me, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I will give you rest for your souls. And with that, if you want to let your hips sink all the way back to your heels, walk your fingertips forward, deep stretch for the shoulders and arms back, and walk straight arms over to the right, stacking left hand on the right hand, breathing into your side body. Maybe you like to open and close through your hips here. And then bringing straight arms to the left side of the body, right hand stacks on left. Open and close, or breathe in the stillness into your side body. And let's make our way back up to tabletop. We'll make our way back to tabletop. Bringing the right knee in center. Let's send that left leg back. Getting stable, 3 limbs to the ground. Left toe to the ground, pulse that heel up and down. 3, 2, and hold. Feeling your stability, strength, and balance, 3 limbs. And when you're ready, bring that right arm up. You can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. Feel the strength in your body meeting up with the stability of the earth that God's set in place underneath. 3, 2, 1, hand to the mat, knee to the mat. And if you want to give your body a big churn or a little churn. Moving those hips. Coming back up to our tabletop. We'll bring the left knee in center, send the right leg back. Here we go, toe to the ground, pulse the heel up and down. Three, 2, and 1. Holding that firm. When you're ready, reaching forward with your left arm. Let us have confidence then and approach God's throne where there is grace. Let us have confidence then and approach God's throne where there is grace. 3, 2, 1, hand down, knee down. And again, it might feel good to churn the body. And then as we come back to the tabletop, swiveling or moving your hips, wag the tail back and forth, peek over your shoulder, get into that side body. Okay, friends, let's make our way to down dog. What do you say? Press those hands forward, tuck your toes under your feet, pick up your knees, and press your hips, your heart, and your heels behind you, paddling it out. Imagine, feel the shape of your body as you press one heel towards the mat, then the opposite knee. I picture my body as a tent or a refuge. God is our refuge, ever-present help in trouble. God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. 3, 2, last time, pressing both heels hard and hips behind you. And now we'll step your right foot under hips, left foot under hips, lots of bend to your knees, so your hands still on the ground. Hands to a block, to the ground. We want to have connection. Feel the stability of the ground under hands and feet. And then your body strength and stability as you move forward towards fingertips without falling on your head, backwards to heels without falling on your butt, back and forth. Strength, stability, and balance. Let us have confidence then and approach God's throne where there is grace. Feel maybe some confidence in the strength and stability of our body. And then moving towards a full forward fold, just begin to slowly bring your hands up off the mat. Drawing your hands to your elbows, complete forward fold here. If this is safe for your back and your neck and your body, maybe give your head, neck a little shake out here. Let gravity do some awesome work. Length to your spine. Space and length into the cervical spine of your neck. And then if you like, spinning those forearms one way and the other, taking your breath with you. Finding your rhythm of breath movement. It's an intentional. How can it be intentional and also unforced? Intentional, gentle movement, unforced rhythms of grace in the body. 3, 2, last one, back to complete forward fold. And then releasing your hands from your elbows, slowly make your way to standing, maybe just rolling up one vertebrae at a time until you make your way to standing. And if you get dizzy up here, hands to the top of your head and walk it out, back and forth on your mat. We walk it out. We walk about in freedom. You might bring your hands down for balance, back and forth, walk about in freedom. I will lift my camera up and I will meet you in strong mountain on your mat. Here we go. Standing up. How about feet a little wider than the hips? Let's roll the shoulders out. Oh, I'm the headless yoga instructor. Here we go. Up a bit. Roll out those shoulders. Let's bring hands on top of the shoulders this morning. And then as you inhale, draw those elbows in and on, and you begin to draw them up and find your exhale as you open up like a butterfly. Inhale, they draw in. Exhale, we open. Find your unforced rhythm of grace here. Intentional, gentle, and powerful movement all in one. Bringing those elbows in, up, back. 2 more times. Last one, bringing those elbows in, up, back, and let's let those hands come down. My palms open towards you, your palms open towards me. Feel God's breath of life moving in your body. All right, let's inhale, hands high overhead. Exhale, we'll side stretch right. Inhale up, side stretch left. Inhale up, side stretch right. Inhale up and side stretch left. One more each side. And inhale up, hands high. Let's bring those hands down, holding them as high as your shoulders here. Can you feel the strength of your shoulders holding your hands up, but ease into your face and your neck? Real stable. In fact, let's bring those feet in under hips. Bring in feet under hips. Really stable through your thighs and your core, and a twist to the right and left. Stability below, mobility above. And coming back, facing forward. Go ahead and feel that challenge in your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, they'll come down. Roll them out, feel a little relief there. All right, opening up to our widened stance so we can do our Good Morning Jesus stretch. Going to drop down into a squat. Here we go. Inhale, up and around. Inhale down, exhale, up and around. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. Inhaling, exhaling, up and around. The Lord your God is with you, mighty warrior who saves. 2 more times, here we go. Up and around. Bring those hands back into heart center. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Just feel the aliveness of your body and your spirit in this moment. Heart beating, full breaths. You're alive and well, enlivened in this moment. All right, and now it is time to make our way back down to the mat. Back to the mat, feet to the floor. Oh, here we go. No rushing through yoga. We'll have just the right amount of time. We always get to pause between our postures and stretches. We get to pause, ground, feel the ground under your body in a new way. We went from feet, just the surface of our feet, to feel that stable ground in earth, to most of our body here. Setting up for bridge, aligning the body for bridge, fingertips near your heels. Here we go. Draw those hips up off of the ground, pressing the earth away with your feet, pressing the earth away with the palms of your hands and the backs of your arms. And see if you can imagine you're holding a small tangerine between your chest and your chin, lengthening your neck a bit with that. Feel the rhythm of your breath in action or activated in the body here. 3, 2, 1, lower hips down, draw those knees in, little rock and roll. Feet back to the floor. Hands down by the hips. Draw those knees in towards the body. Kick those legs straight up the wall, point and flex. pressing heels up, drawing toes down. And you sense that you draw your tailbone to the mat, the back of your arms, the back of your head, feeling the strength in this active stillness of legs up the wall. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Active stillness of legs up the wall. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. And now let's drop the legs into a gentle forward motion bicycle. We go from stillness to rhythm. Rhythm of your movement, rhythm of your breath. Three, two, and one. Let's straighten those legs down the mat. Reach your hands above your head. Lengthening the spine here, ladies. Pressing one heel away from your spine as the opposite arm reaches away from the spine. Can you imagine, feel space being created between each vertebrae here? And now let's draw the left leg in close to the body. Circle the left ankle. Both directions, we circle that ankle. There's all those feet waving hello. Good morning. And then we'll draw the leg over and across the body for spine twist. Can you locate the deepest point of stretch in your body here? And also activate grace for your face. Ease into your eyes, your cheekbones, and your jaw. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. My burden is easy and my yoke is light. I will give you rest for your souls. Bringing the hips back to the mat, sending the left leg down, drawing the right leg in. Circling the right ankle. Both directions. And we'll draw the left leg over, across the body for spine twist. Locating the deepest point of stretch you feel in your body. Feeling the challenge of spine twist. And also some release, the release of spine twist. Where can you feel some rest in your body, some rest in your face, grace for your face. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. For I am meek and humble at heart. Come to me and find the unforced rhythms of grace. One more breath here. And we'll bring the hips back to the mat. Draw those knees in close, wrap your arms. And notice if it feels good, feels comforting to have a little rhythm, a rocking rhythm here. With your arms giving your legs a little hug in towards your chest. Rhythm of movement. Ease in the face. A little smile for the face, smile for the spirit. And then allow your body to fall to one side. And using your hands to press up. We'll make our way up to simple seated. Oh, here we are in simple seated. Let's roll the shoulders gently, bringing them up towards the earlobes and back and down and low and loose. Setting your gaze forward and then turning your chin to the right and the left. Again, we'll set our gaze forward and fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. Dropping your right earlobe to your right shoulder. And let your head fall down and around. Left earlobe to left shoulder. Head falls down and around. Once again, down and around. And we'll bring the head back up. Right hand next to the right hip. Let's inhale the left arm up and exhale, side stretch. Final pulses, breaths, and stretches here to the right. And then we'll connect the left hand next to the left hip. Inhale the right arm up and exhale over. Final stretch. Bringing the hand back. All right, ladies, let's bring those hands in heart center. Let's take a moment here to do what we get to do on our yoga mat and throughout our day. We get to pause. Feel the ground underneath you, firm and secure. For we have this hope. It's an anchor for our souls, firm and secure. Feel God's breath moving in your body. Shoulders low and loose, and grace for your face. Drawing a breath together, bringing your heart up towards your thumbs. And on your exhale, let the breath and the shoulders drop low. There you go, my friends. Thank you for joining me here for another Stretch and Flow devotional. I bid you God's peace. Shalom. Shalom. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Karen.
You want to
Unmute,
unmute yourselves if you'd like. Bye, Rosalind. Great having you here. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you were able to join us this morning.
Me too, but I had 3 dogs who wanted to be on the mat too, so.
Well, you're in good company. I see lots and hear dogs and cats, and they just, hey, they know what's good for them.
Yeah, well, they own the house, right? So.
And they do downward dog so well. They wouldn't give any room on the mat.
Right.
Oh, funny.
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Good to
All
see
right,
you too,
ladies.
Laura.
Great seeing you here. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you
Thank
guys
you.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody have a great day.
You too.
Stay cool.
Thank you. Yeah. We have a couple graduations. Well, tomorrow and Thursday.
Are they outside?
No, they're inside. They're in the
Oh.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're not outside.
High school graduations?
Kindergarten.
Oh.
Promotion. I guess it's called a promotion.